Welcome back to the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. I'm Elisa Allgood, and today we have 2 letters written on August 18th, 1971. My mom is in Miami, pregnant with me, spending her days with friends like Terry, Judy, and Bill. My dad is in Vietnam, and he's still counting down to their R&R in Hawaii. What really stands out in these letters is how they both talk about grooving to the past and to the future. For them, it was a way of holding on to the love they'd already shared and imagining the love they'd make when they were finally back together again. And it's so fitting, because if you knew my dad later in life, you knew he was famous for saying one thing. Anytime someone asked him how he was doing, he'd flash that grin and say, "Groovy, baby." It was his word, one he carried all the way through his life. But on this day, the war was pressing in. My mom had heard a news report about troops being withdrawn, and for a moment thought maybe it meant my dad was coming home early. When she realized it was Australian troops, not American, she joked that she was so low she couldn't crawl on a ladder and shake hands with a rattlesnake. And from Vietnam, my dad wrote about the guilt of being away during her first pregnancy. How hard it was knowing what she had to go through without him. Let's begin with his letter. 18 August, 71. Dearest Sarah, how is my love today? I love you so much. Yes, I am getting my mail okay. I go 1 or 2 days sometimes, but then I get 2 or 3. I know that you are probably having more trouble than me. I have heard again that the mail is only going out of Saigon 2 times a week. So you are probably getting letters in bunches. I hope my anniversary cards got to you at the right time. Yesterday was an easy day. I got a haircut, I had a sandwich at the club, and went to the big base and staff meeting for my boss. Had a few beers and listened to some music and grooved to my wife last night. I guess it was because I had to mail the cards yesterday. I felt like yesterday was our anniversary. But you can bet that Sunday will feel like our anniversary more. Sarah, as the days go by, I love you more. I am so happy in love with you. Always be my pretty wife and lover. I am sorry that you have had some rough days with our little baby. I hope and pray that the bad days will be few. I want you not to have any troubles at all, much less while I am away. There's nothing else in this world I want for you than to live okay each day. You will never know how guilty I feel with you having to go through your first pregnancy by yourself. I am with you in thought and heart. You can bet on that. I love you, my little chickadee. You are my precious darling. I was pretty busy today. Spent about 3 hours at Long Bin Army Post. I did sleep in till 10 a.m., so I'm not too overworked. I love you so much. I did some tapes tonight, drank about 2 beers, and I'm now in bed grooving to my lover. I apologize about the club card business. I had seen 2 people about it, and they knew nothing about them. I have to see the head man. I will get something worked out. I did not even think of you needing it before returning to San Antonio. Sarah, I love you with all of my heart. I am going to groove to our past and future lovemaking, then have me a shot of the hand. That's all of the strange I need until I get a hold of my wife. Sleep warm and know that I love you. Love me. Love Dick. Boy, he sure could write. So could my mom. And now, here she is, writing from Miami that same day. August 18th, 71, Wednesday. My precious darling. Guess what? Yes, you guessed it. I love you. Only Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to go, and then one beautiful, somewhat lonely, but loving year. The time has gone so fast. It seems only yesterday that you called San Antonio and wanted me to come to Vegas for a weekend. And when I couldn't, you made the big step into my life. From that time on, I've only begun to really live, because for the first time, I've loved. I bought you a little chicky surprise today. It's only a love surprise, not anniversary, okay? You'll be getting it sometime next week, hopefully. I bet you can never figure out what it is. Now the shoe is on your foot, too. I mean, if you know what I'm getting and I don't, well, for a little while, you'll get to wonder what you're getting. Ha! I just love you. Baby, I'm sending some news clippings out so you'll know what's going on. I have no idea how rapidly you get the news. And if you know about it already, no problem. And if not, here you are, okay? Also, the one on the early outs, does this by chance apply to my husband? I'm just nosy. This morning I was half awake and heard the news. The only part I heard was troops out of Nam by Christmas. Well, I got so excited. All I could think about was my hubby and daddy of our child coming home. Then I heard the rest of the hour. It was the damn Australian troops. Well, I was so low I couldn't crawl on a ladder and shake hands with a rattlesnake. Terry and I were up early. We drove down to Homestead to pick up some cigs, hairspray, etc. Baby, I cashed a $25 check because I was getting low on cash. I made the check out to Terry, and she cashed it for me. Okay? We also went shopping. Got in around 12:30. Bill called from the airport. He'd just gotten in. Terry talked him into getting a cab and picking up her car, which was only a few blocks from the airport. That saved us an errand. After our chores, we went to the pool. Played Tonka most of the afternoon. Came in around 5:30 and washed my hair. Bill came up to take us to dinner. We went to the Steak and Brew. Very nice place. And of course we had steak. Bill asked if you'd had any comments about the job. I told him yes, and we would discuss it on R&R, and that you would write him as to the type, etc. of work. Okay? He's very interested in you and us moving back to Miami. He also said if you tried the business and decided you didn't like it or something, no problem then either. I got our registration papers. I think I told you that Bill did that for us to use his address. Okay? I'm spending the night with Terry, and we'll drive Terry to the airport in the morning, so I'll have transportation for the 2 days she's out. Judy sold her personal car and only has the company car, so it makes it nice when Terry leaves me her car. I'll be staying with Dick and Judy the rest of the week. Then next week, I'll spend a couple with Terry and a couple with Dick and Judy. This has worked out so good. I haven't overstayed with either of them. Also, they're different people at both parties. Baby, you know how good this break has been from San Antonio for me? Or at least I think you know. My best break will by all means be in Hawaii. Only a few more days. Are you as excited as I am? I know you are. I just wanted to kid you a little bit. Okay, good night, sweetheart. I'm going seepy now. Dream and groove of my darling. I love you so very much. Better get ready for a blowjob with all of the trimmings. Forever and always, Sarah. Oh, goodness. These two letters, they move in rhythm together. Both of my parents used the same phrase, grooving to the past and future, as if they were in step, even across an ocean. And for a moment my mom thought maybe the war would bring him home early. And when she realized it wasn't true, she turned her disappointment into humor with that rattlesnake and the ladder line. My dad, on the other hand, he poured out his guilt at being so far away while she carried me. What shines through is the groove, the love they held on to, and the future they dreamed of. And knowing that Groovy baby became one of my dad's signature lines for the rest of his life, I can hear it echoing all the way back from these letters. Jeez. Thanks, you guys, for listening to the Allgoods, Vietnam Through the Eyes of Love. If you're enjoying the journey, please share it with a friend or subscribe wherever you listen to the podcasts. I'd love to hear from you as well. Know who you are and let me know what you think. Appreciate you listening. See you next time.